my channel. I'm back this week with another video for you guys. But today we're going to be doing another summertime get ready with me. I haven't done a get ready with me in 6 months and I miss them so much. So I'm super pumped for this video. So let's get to getting ready, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe before you leave. Without further ado, let's get into this summertime get ready with me, which is pretty much a tutorial on this look with me chatting a lot. So yeah, let's get to it. Well, hello guys and welcome back. So let's get to getting ready. So to start off, I'm gonna start off with my face today, and I already did my brows as you can tell, but I'm gonna go in with my Smashbox primer and illuminizing, and I'm gonna put that on the back of my Sigma 3D HD sponge, and I'm just gonna put this on my face. This is actually my new studio. I just moved to Florida. If you guys saw my last get ready with me, you know I used to live in Idaho, which is like 1,600 miles, no, 2,600 miles away from where I am right now. And I'm back in Florida. This is the first time I'm filming in here. I moved here 2 weeks ago. The videos that you guys have seen those last 2 weeks were pre-filmed. I pre-filmed them at the end of May. So I am back to filming, which I'm super excited about. And I'm gonna go in with foundation now. And I got really tan because I went to the pool twice, which means that literally none of my foundations are my shade except for maybe this one. This is my Guerlain Lingerie, the Peau Natural Perfection Foundation. And this is shade 03N. You guys know this is my favorite foundation of all time, but I really don't know if this will be too light. I think it's gonna be a little bit too light. I just hope it's not too much. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the back of this little silicone sponge. Just 2 pumps, and I'm gonna dot it on my face. I truly hope this is not too white. I feel like in the winter this foundation is way too dark for me, but now I feel like it's gonna be way too light, which means I have to go buy another foundation. I mean, I'm not gonna buy this one. I'm probably just gonna buy another Wet n Wild one because that one's like $4, and I'm not gonna spend $60 on a summer foundation. My foundation is blended, so I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer in shade Light Neutral, my favorite concealer of all time. And I'm just gonna put this on my under eyes. I don't want to do too much concealer because I feel like this foundation already has very good coverage, but I do want to do enough to kind of highlight my face. But I'm not gonna put too much because then I'm gonna look like a ghost. I cannot wait to do my eyes today. I got my Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette right before moving here. So 3 weeks ago I got this palette and I have not used it once. So I'm definitely gonna be using that today. I know it came out in October, like right around my birthday. I found this palette at TJ Maxx for $24, which is amazing because the original price is $42. And I've been wanting this palette for forever, ever since it came out. I saw the shades and I was like, need ASAP. I'm so glad I found it at TJ Maxx because I almost paid the $42 to get it, and I'm so glad I waited because then I got it for like way cheaper. I just cleaned all my brushes yesterday night and they're all super clean and dry, so I'm like super excited to do my makeup right now. Just like nothing better than doing your makeup with clean brushes. Like, clean brushes are the best. I hadn't cleaned them since before moving, so like a month ago. And I don't do my makeup every day, so that's why I don't clean them weekly. I usually do my makeup like 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week. So pretty much as I was saying, I am super excited to do my makeup because my brushes are clean. So for powder today, I'm actually going to be using my Hourglass Veil powder. I did a review on this powder and honestly, I didn't like it at all. It made me super oily, it creased, and it was just super bad. But it has almost 5 stars on Sephora, and I did get some comments telling me just some recommendations as to how to use this powder so that it doesn't get oily. Some of the comments that I received were like, oh yeah, I just have to use less powder, because I did use a lot of powder. So I'm gonna give this a second chance. I have used it a couple times and all of those times it has become very oily, and I don't have oily skin. I actually have very dry skin. So I'm gonna try this again and I'm gonna see how it works because I truly want to love this powder because it was super expensive and I can't return it because I threw away my receipts. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna grab a tiny bit of powder on a brush, not a sponge. I'm gonna tap off the excess. I'm gonna use that tiny bit and I'm just gonna buff it into my skin and see if that works, because this powder does look very flawless. It makes you look super soft. That is a fact. It looks super flawless and soft, but the only problem I had on my review video is that it didn't last. And if I have a powder that is literally almost $50, I want it to last all day. And the fact that it didn't last all day and got super oily, that was my problem, and that is why I didn't approve of it. So I truly hope this works, because I've seen everybody love this powder and I feel like I was the only person on the planet that didn't enjoy the powder. So that is my face set. As you can tell, it is super smooth, super flawless. It feels extremely soft. I'm just gonna see if it lasts, because that was the issue I had last time. It just didn't last. Definitely let me know, how do you like this powder and how do you make it work, because it is literally almost 5 stars on Sephora. And by the way, this was my Sephora number 79 brush, just in case you were wondering which brush I used with the powder. And now we're gonna move on to the eyes. Alright guys, so now that we are up close and personal, let's get to the eyes. And I'm gonna start off with my Morphe M504 and the shade Unity from the Prism palette. This shade is like a pale brown. It's not warm or cool, it's just this perfect neutral pale shade. I don't know, I like putting shades like this at first to help with the blending later. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M433, which is just clean, so it looks white again, and the shade Saturn from the Prism palette. It is like an orange. I'm just gonna put this right on the socket of my crease. That is pigmented. Whoa, there is nothing better than pigmented eyeshadows. I'm gonna see how it goes. I feel like a lot of people hated the Subculture palette by Anastasia, but I actually don't mind it. I feel like if you use every single shade in that palette as if it was a black eyeshadow, you'll be golden and it won't give you a problem. But if you use every shade in the palette as if it was just a normal transition brown, it will give you issues. And I feel like with this Prism palette, you're getting kind of like a mix of Subculture with Modern Renaissance. I feel like I'm getting the pigmentation from Subculture, but it is blending very nicely and easier, kind of like the Modern Renaissance, which I really appreciate. I haven't tried the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, so if you've tried the Soft Glam palette, definitely let me know. What do you think of the palette? The Soft Glam palette by Anastasia looks freaking gorgeous. I can't wait to try it, but I'm like, it is not on my priority list right now because I already have a lot of the shades that are in the palette in my collection. Are there any new exciting launches that you guys are interested in me to review? I'm always up to reviewing new things, and just let me know. Oh, and also I know Tarte launched their new collection, but I feel like I really wanted to try out the palette because my last Tarte review, the review I did on the Tarte Mermaid palette, was like really successful on my channel, but I just don't know. I feel like the shades, they just look like every other shade they already have. They're like browns and creams. It really looks like the Aspen collection they literally dropped 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago I think. I don't know, I already have all those shades and I wasn't gonna spend more money on shades that I already have. Alright guys, so now that I put the shade down with my Morphe M433 and I kind of build it up, I'm gonna go back in with our Morphe M504 with no additional product, and I'm just gonna very lightly blend the edges. What I want to do right now with my eyes is I want to deepen up my crease, and I feel like I want to go with the shade Parallel, which is like this chocolate brown, but it's very warm toned. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my Sephora number 16 brush. It is Dome brush. I'm gonna pack my brush with this color, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna pack it on the outer corner. So I want to deepen up this look, but I really don't want to use black. And once it is packed, I'm just gonna slowly bring it up on my crease, like so, like this. Just like swiping it and blending those edges so that the shade Parallel blends into the shade Saturn. I'm gonna grab a tiny bit more of that brown shade and I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm gonna do the same motion, just windshield wiper motions, kind of spreading out the color before blending it. And now I'm gonna go back into my Morphe M433 with no additional product. And in windshield wiper motions, we're gonna blend these edges. And also in circular motions where is fit. I feel like I always like to do windshield wiper right here and circular motions out here. So that is kind of what I'm doing, and I'm just alternating until I see it blended. Now going back in with the 16 brush by Sephora and just doing the same thing, windshield wiper, circular, windshield wiper, circular. I'm also gonna take the time to blend this edge right here. I'm just gonna go in with my Smashbox lighted up blending brush and I'm gonna blend out this top edge right here. And now with my Morphe M504, just doing the same thing, blending edges. Blending takes time and patience and practice. If you're having issues with blending, just always go back and forth. Try different techniques because we all have different eye shapes. Just try windshield wiper motions. If that doesn't work, go with circular motions. And try different types of brushes because a brush like this won't blend the same as a brush like this. You have to kind of see which brushes work best for your eye shape. For example, if you have smaller eyes, you should probably just use a Morphe M433, not a Morphe M504, because this is a pretty big brush. But if you have very large eyes, you should definitely go for a larger brush as opposed to a tiny brush like the Sigma E34. Kind of just experiment with different brushes and different blending techniques and different kind of eyeshadows to see what works best for you. But I feel like that is the fun thing about makeup, that you get to experiment with so many things and you get to try so many things, and that is what I love about it. It's just experimenting and trying and seeing what works best and what doesn't and what works for me, and just telling you guys these things so that I can make your life kind of easier. It can just like give you an idea of what you're getting into when you buy something, and I feel like that is what I love about reviewing makeup and doing makeup tutorials and doing all those things. Yeah, I hope you guys at least find my channel a little entertaining because I love doing this. Alright guys, so enough rambling. Let's move on to the lid. So I wanted to do some green and blue, but I feel like it's not gonna look that good, so I'm actually gonna go in with gold. I'm gonna go in with my finger and the shade Pyramid, which is this gold. I'm gonna see how it applies. I'm just gonna put it right there. Whoa! What? That is freaking gorgeous. You know, I'm glad I did gold because this is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. So now what I'm gonna do to blend this top edge is I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M433 with no additional product, and in windshield wiper motions, I'm just gonna blend this top edge so that the gold blends into the orange and the brown. You know, I'm actually gonna deepen up the crease a little more. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M433 in the shade Parallel. I'm just gonna put it right here. And the last thing I'm gonna do is grab my Acti flat brush in the shade Lucid, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner. And I'm also gonna grab a tiny bit of that same Lucid shade. I'm gonna put it right on my brow bone. And now turning around that same Acti brush, and we're gonna blend the crease into the brow bone highlight. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish off this eye, put some Benefit's BADGal Bang Mascara, just a line of black Tarte liner, and I'll be back with you guys to finish off the face. Alright guys, so I did some Tarte Double Take eyeliner. I literally just did one black line. I tight lined with the same eyeliner, and I put some Huda Beauty lashes in the style Coco number 4, and those are just very thin everyday lashes. So if you're a beginner at lashes and at makeup, Huda Beauty Coco lashes number 4 are very easy to apply. Just wanted to give you guys that tip. And now I'm just gonna do the lower lash line, and I'm gonna start off by going with my Marc Jacobs Highliner in Royal Coco because it's brown. I'm just gonna do a line. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M432 in the shade Parallel, which is the chocolate brown we used on the crease, and I'm gonna press this against that liner. Guys, so far I am obsessed with this Prism palette. I feel like this gold shade, the shade Pyramid, and the shade Lucid that I have on the inner corner, they're like literally giving me life right now. So now I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E34 and the shade Saturn, which is the orange shade we used. And I'm gonna lightly tap it on my brush, tap off the excess, and blend out the shade Pyramid. No, the shade Parallel, the brown shade. So now we're gonna go in with some Benefit's BADGal Bang Mascara on the lower lashes, and we'll be completely done with the eyes. Shoot! Look at what I did. I messed up my concealer here with eyeshadow, and I messed up my nose with mascara. Like literally every time. So now I have to wait 5 minutes to come back because I need to take this off. So I'm gonna fix this situation here, and I'll be back to do the face officially. Just hang on. Alright guys, so now let's get to bronzing, and I'm gonna start off with my Sephora number 79 brush and the middle shade from my Kat Von D palette. I already hit pan on this shade and this shade, which means that soon I'm gonna have to get a new one. That means that I am really loving this palette. I don't know, I love this one. I also love the Anastasia contour kit, but ever since I got this one, I've been using this one a lot. So I'm gonna bronze up with this shade at first. Do the forehead. My forehead is creasing so bad right here. It is ridiculous. Like, this never happens when I use my Patrick Star powder, and literally my makeup is breaking up all here, and on my nose, and my smile lines are creasing like crazy. Like, I cannot stand using the Hourglass powder. It always does this to me, and I've literally had my makeup on for an hour and it is already breaking up everywhere and creasing. So, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade in my Kat Von D palette. I'm gonna deepen up my cheekbone, like very sharp contour, and with the dark shade I'm gonna do my jawline. And now with the same Sephora number 79 brush, I'm gonna grab these two shades from the Kat Von D contour palette, and I'm just gonna highlight my face. Also gonna cut the contour with those two shades. And now I'm going in with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Party and my Luxie 514. And let's bring color back to the face. Going in with my Sigma sponge, and I'm just bouncing everything in. And now for highlighter, I want to be blinding to the goddesses, so I'm gonna go in with my Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette highlighters. Gonna mix these two on my Smashbox fan brush. Let's put this on. See that? That glow. We're going to Cupid's bow. Tiny bit on the nose. I don't know what I want to do for lips. I definitely want to use the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb because I've never used this before. Like, can you believe it? I've never used Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Like, I'm so late to the bandwagon. I definitely want to do a warm nude, so I'm gonna go in with the Tarte's lip paint in Rosé. And now going in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. And yeah guys, that is this Get Ready With Me look completed. I'm gonna go finish my hair. I'm literally just gonna straighten out my bangs and I'm gonna curl them, and I'll be back with you guys, so. I'm ready, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for 400 subscribers, and just thank you for sticking around and making it this far into the video. I know this was a long one, but I just missed talking to you guys and doing Get Ready With Me, so I feel like I love these kind of videos so much. And so if you have any other kind of thing that you want to say to me about my channel, let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you guys want to see on my channel. So thank you so much for watching and for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.